Good morning, and Happy New Year. Favorite Rambling Redhead here. How you doing today? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the new year. It is Monday after New Year's, and we are just getting ready to get started here. Just getting the gate opened for the day. My father-in-law's not going to be out here till later because it's cold. And not a ton to do. We got some spark plugs to put an 8 in, and that's about it right now. But I've got a bunch to do on this house, so I've got all my electrical boxes that I got to get stuck into the walls this week, to get holes drilled, figure out how much wire I got to go buy, an electrical panel I got to go buy, and later this week I'm going to go and pick up all the stuff because end of this week we're not supposed to have much wind, and I'm going to get the roof on it hopefully because the house wrap is working and whatnot, but I do have that big ridge vent to the top and it does leak a little bit through there. So over the weekend, we had a bunch of cold weather. We got some snow, got down into the teens rather. We woke up for church yesterday. The feels like temperature was 2. It is 27 degrees when we got up this morning. It's probably 31 or 32 now. So we'll a little bit of recovering to do. The house wrap, not the house wrap, but the boards around the camper have worked really well. That's just my extras that I just stuck up there. But yeah, that ceiling is all worked out pretty well. It's definitely made an improvement. I'm going to bring some dirt up here and fill in some of the places around it today at the bottom that are just a little bit too low still, so you get gaps. And we left that corner there for the cat so she'd have a place that she could hide, but I think I'm going to cover that up as well and see if I can't do a little better job here at the front because there's still a couple pretty big gaps in there that I'm not super happy with. But as you can see, it's cold out here. That's the dog and cat water right there. It's a solid brick of ice right now. So I have to get that broken up for them, the dog fed, and all that good jazz. But yeah, I've got all the braces that have to go onto the roof structure that mount it to the top plate, the little metal brackets. Got to get all those in this week. I'd really like to get the roof on it. We did get one gable end up. This end is now closed in. We need to get the other end closed in. It's easier to see from inside. But we're almost there. Yeah, the cold weather hasn't been super terrible. It has been cold weather. So Saturday we did spend pretty much all of us the entire day inside the house, or inside the camper rather. Yeah, but it's not bad in here. It definitely needs some insulation, my goodness. But yeah, we have that gable end all closed up now. I've got to get that one done here the next couple days. I already talked about all the stuff that we brought back and we bought. So I got a ton of that. I get that flooring picked back up, but we are going to get Drake's floor in up there so I can get his carpet up there out of my way. And I'm going to foam these windows after the roof is done. And I guess my wife's going to have to get this door finished this week, or I'm going to have to make a temporary door or something so I can have this thing actually dried in once the roof is on, because we're getting close. So once I have it dried in, I've got a friend up here that's got a big heater that I'm going to actually bring and set up in here as well. So we've brought quite a bit of stuff in here and just cleaned it up outside to do the skirting. So I've got quite a bit more junk in here, unfortunately, that I got to work around now, but we'll make it work until it warms up a little bit. I think we're supposed to have a high like 40 today, and temperatures climb throughout the week. So I think we have a high like 60 on Thursday or something like that. So it'll be up and down weather-wise, but nothing looks like it's leaking. Everything in here is dry. I did have to add a little bit to this end here because it was running off of the roof wrap and under the wall, so I had to seal that up a little bit. But other than that, it's all been good. So I'm going to get my tape measure and find that, and go around and mark all these studs for my height for these boxes, and probably see if I can come up with something real quick to make a jig for mounting them at my depth. And I'm going to start banging these things out because that's my first project for today. I realized looking at my videos, and if you've been following on YouTube or TikTok, I've not been super great the last couple weeks in posting anything. because I've had stuff pending posting. So just the internet hasn't been great out here for whatever reason. We're probably going to end up getting a line reinstalled of actual internet here pretty soon. So we're going to be getting that done, and we'll have internet again, and then I won't have an issue with posting. But that was kind of my issue this last 2 weeks. I've had stuff pending posting. So yeah, there you go. That's everything's going on. But I'm going to track all my stuff down and get started on mounting all this stuff. All right, well, it's the next day, and things have changed a little bit. I've been in here for a while now, hammering on these brackets that go on the roof, obviously. I haven't done those yet because this cabinet's in the way. And I've got Deacon over here drilling our pass-throughs for the wiring that'll come. In this case, these are back to the bedroom. There'll also be wires come through there that'll come up and go across to go to the bathroom, because there's 2 circuits that go to my bathroom, one that feeds that electrical outlet, that light, and then 2 outlets up there for Drake, and another one that feeds, a dedicated one that feeds this vent fan here. And I've got all my boxes installed everywhere. You got one in here. We'll have 2 circuits worth in here in the kitchen because we had an issue at Christmas blowing a breaker trying to run too many appliances at one time. There'll be one that'll be right there next to the fireplace, or the fireplace, whatever you call it. So this will be 1 circuit in the kitchen. This will be another circuit in the kitchen. This one's actually going to move to the other side of this cabinet, I think, because this will be getting replaced with my an 18-inch one that'll go there, so it's probably fine. I need one, I guess, for the stove still. And then there'll be another one over here for the coffee pot on the 12-inch, and then the fridge gets a dedicated one. So this will be light switches for outside, living room, and the kitchen. I have to add a brace right here. Just sturdy that up, so I'll run a brace that goes between these 2 there. And that'll run into a box that goes up there that's sitting right here. That little box right there will go up into the ceiling joists and the smick in the middle of the room there. I have decided that the AC for this room is going to go on that wall so it can hit the kitchen and the living room. And then the one for my bedroom will go probably on the wall right inside that door behind Deacon there. Right there. So that it can hit the bathroom and the bedroom. That'll be an 8K unit from Pioneer. This will be a 12K unit from Pioneer. Both mini splits. I'm thinking about doing the single unit system where I have 1 outside unit for both. But we'll see what happens with that. But we do have, yeah, like I said, all the boxes are in. Boxes over there, boxes we measured this morning for the bedroom, so I knew where those had to go. I've already put high boxes in for where the televisions will go. I have a box there that's for my freezer, one there that'll be dedicated for the washer dryer. We're doing a stacking. So I am going to run 12.3 to that, run it to the breaker box, and then not put anything on either end right now, because I do not know if we're going to have an electric or gas dryer. So if it's electric, then it's going to have a 240 volt plug put in there. If it's gas, it gets a 110, and I just don't use one of the legs on that wire, but it'll always be there if I need it later. So that's the plan on that. We are using a gas range, we know that, so that'll get a 110 plug that it goes to, and it doesn't draw about nothing. The 110 on those is for the clock and the igniter, if I remember right. So that can be on a shared circuit. It doesn't hurt anything there. And yeah, that's where we're at. Probably going to go pick up stuff tomorrow. It is beginning of the year prayer and fasting week at church. So there's a worship night that we are attending tomorrow night. So probably try and hit Home Depot and pick up some of this stuff. I got to pick up like 500 feet of wire and a bunch of wire nuts and all sorts of goodies to get this going. But that's the plan. I'm up here. I'm gonna hop back on this ladder and keep nailing in these stinking brackets. They get 10 nails per bracket. Each rafter gets a bracket on both sides. Same with the ones over there. I have to trim back my brackets on a little bit to get it on those, but I'm gonna get back to it. Deacon's gonna get back to drilling his holes.
Let me know if y'all like my mustache. It's looking good.
Well, just getting up this morning to start our day. Finishing my coffee. And here's some noises outside. I'm like, what in the world is going on over at the train tracks? Well, I walk out and this is what I see. They're here to set my pole. So they'll be here for a couple hours. I'm just out here to feed the chickens right now, but I figure we'll watch these guys a little bit, and by the end of the day today, I will have electricity over there at the house. How cool is that? All right, well, 3 hours later, I have a 40-foot tall pole and 175 feet of cable and electricity. So it was interesting watching them put this in when they drilled with their auger, and they pulled up 8 feet of clay and sand, not a rock in it. It's pretty interesting because down in Texas you got about 4 inches under the ground and everything was rock down there. So you can really tell how sandy and clay is out here. Them big trucks, they all sank. We're all tore up out here, unfortunately, but I have power, so the next step for that will be trenching over with a 3 foot or 2 inch conduit. I think it's what I'm going to end up needing. Running 1/0. I got about 60 foot of it I got to get to the panel on the inside. So that'll be the next big outdoor project. And we've talked a little bit about it. I'll probably, when I do that, I'll use the trencher, and I'll also trench from this corner of the house to the corner of the shop here to hook into water, and then we'll have water and electric. And it'll be spring probably before we can get a septic system put in, but that'll be the third process that has to get done, is getting the septic in there. But yeah, we have a pole, so we've been waiting on that for 1 day shy of 2 months. November 6th November 7th I called them, and today is January 6th, so just shy of 2 months to get that in here, but we have power. All right, well, I just looked at my times, and this video is already gonna be pretty long, so sorry about that. But look, we got some stuff up here in Drake's loft. For those that are curious about the size, it's plenty big. He'll have an outlet on both sides. Another one back there. But we've got a ton done this week, or beginning of this week, I guess. It's only Thursday. But I've got it's Wednesday. I've got all the brackets in at the top, except for in this back area back here, where I didn't account for them, and I'll have to trim back some of these brackets and move the nails or put new nails in so that I can get the brackets in back here. But we have them figured out. We've figured out where all of our wiring is going. Got a whole bunch of holes punched. You see a lot of holes down there. Holes over there. All those panels are in. I framed in the door. So we got to get some hinges, but we'll be able to put the door in there. And then hopefully, the weather's supposed to be terribly cold tomorrow, so we won't get anything done tomorrow. Low of like 16 and a high of 24. So nothing's getting done out here tomorrow, I can guarantee you that. But our pole is up, working. Obviously, I mean, I say working, I don't know, I haven't powered anything yet off of it, but that's in. And we got a big old mess in here we got to clean up. But hopefully by the end of this week, we'll be able to get that gable end finished up. We may have found somebody here locally that can get us a discounted price on some metal for the roof, so I can do the 29 gauge nicer actual roofing metal instead of the galvanized, which would be awesome. And that's where we're headed. So that'll probably be our stopping point for a little bit. But yeah, we have kind of got a plan going for Drake's loft up here. We got a plan going for that front wall. I got some stuff that I've got to wrap up, finish up, a whole bunch of stuff that I've got to seal with expanding foam, including windows, doors, the spaces at the top of the walls that I have holes, some gaps and things like that just need to be filled in before we insulate. And then it'll be getting wire in here. We need about 500 feet of 12-2 wire. So I got to get that in here, fuses, fuse box, all that. And look at all the plugs in my kitchen. I was just thinking about this earlier. And man, I hope we have enough plugs. But I've got 2 on this side, 4 on that side, but that side's just for the gas oven. That one's dedicated for the fridge. So we got a ton done beginning of this week. Hopefully we can get a bunch more done Friday and Saturday. But hey guys, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. Don't forget I post on Instagram periodically. I post on TikTok when the internet will let me.
Hopefully we get some internet out here for too much longer, and we see what this new year has to come. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye.